What time is it?
It's podcast time.
What time is it?
It's podcast time.
What time is it?
Podcast time.
Oh, yeah, it's here, your favourite part of the day where you get to listen to the Fifi, Fev and Nick podcast. I'm producer Dange, just kicking off your podcast here. Now, today on the show, we are well underway with the Celebrity Garage Sale. Now, today, we had Andy Lee come onto the show because he has an item for us that's going to go on. You're going to see what it is today, and oh my goodness, this is a part of Australian radio history. So if you're a fan of Hamish and Andy, listen out. You're going to love this. All right, that plus more on the show today with an Alpha Bucks answer. I want to get you one step closer to $10,000. I'll see you there and enjoy the show.
Live from the Fox Studios in South Melbourne, Fifi, Fev and Nick.
From the north to the south to the east to the west, every morning here on the F-O-X. Fifi, Fev and Nick, where everybody knows your name.
On with the show.
Fifi, Fev and Nick. Fifi, Fev and Nick.
Fifi, Fev and Nick's podcast is thanks to What If. You're only a what if away from a great summer holiday. What if it's Aussie for travel?
Oh, yeah, let's go. Tuesday, 7th of October. It's going to be a beautiful one. Even more beautiful, Fifi, Fev, Nick in the studio.
Is that the new opener? It's got Leon saying that is the secret sound, not JB, not the keeper.
Well, I originally was the keeper.
Oh, he was the keeper. Going
Remember I
back
did
in
it
history.
quicker?
Hang on, are you saying yesterday it
true.
had JB doing it?
No, the old one had JB doing it.
Oh, it did it. You know what is interesting? That you've listened incrementally to every part of it. I didn't even hear that bit.
I'm just up to that part.
Yeah,
so
you're just
far.
up to that part.
Celebrity Garage Sale. Selling stuff for charity. Celebrity Garage Sale. Let's raise heaps of money.
Yeah, we're doing our bit for Cancer Council Victoria. This is going to be huge. It's a celebrity garage sale. You can either buy tickets for a raffle and just hope you win something, or there are some auction items. Now, we've been so excited by this because our producers, Leon, said there is something going into this garage sale that is going to be so popular. People are going to go crazy for this. And we don't know what it is. But Andy Lee has come into the studio to make
Nice
this
to be here.
announcement.
Just quickly off the top. How do you feel about the opener?
Oh,
Let's not get on to openers, bro.
Funny you mentioned
Well,
that.
it doesn't rhyme with the original song at all, does it? Like, you
Leon.
can go your own
Not
way.
honest.
Oh, no.
Celebrity garage sale. Like, normally, I know that these things are rushed, but like, normally there is some
This is not
rhyme.
rushed. This hasn't been
Yeah.
rushed. This
You
has
know?
been a
Do
process.
you have much of a background in
Yeah.
radio, Andy? Why didn't you?
You know, there's heaps of songs about sailing.
Andy.
You know?
No,
no.
it was a
Oh,
rush
no.
It was rushed. You
Oh, no.
What are
can
we
always
giving?
update it.
What are we giving away? A free room at your mansion?
Really? A new opener, I reckon.
Oh, no.
You know when you come in and you mention a really sore spot? Yeah,
You
well
didn't
done.
like the opener, Andy, yeah?
Real back slap
No.
on the sunburn.
Oh, there's just been a bit of a discussion about our
know
new
what?
show
I've-
opener.
Can I shock you?
Yes.
I love the opener. Despite what I just said. It's the best opener I've ever heard. Lovely to be here. Yes, Celebrity Garage Sale. Whenever you guys put up the signal in the sky, the big F for the Fox, I go, yeah, sure, I'm happy to help out.
Water boy, you've done everything.
And so I went with Jess, who works with us, to our storage facility of Hamish and mine. And I was like, what have we got in here? What have we got? There has to be a one-off. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like there was talk of like, oh, Andy by Hamish was our cologne that, people were fond of back in the day. I'm like, no, but they're out there. The People's Chip had to be one of a kind. So as I was going through some of the rubbish, some stuff that Hamish has stored there that didn't tell me about, I found one thing that I think is like no other. Now, Hamish did a movie in 2010. It was called Two Little Boys with Brett McKenzie of Flight of the Conchords.
Mm-hmm.
Huge film, actually, in New Zealand. At the end of the film, throughout the whole film, he had a mullet, right? And at the end of the film, he ended up in prison, spoiler alert, and he had to have a shaved head. And he was so proud of his mullet that he said, do you reckon we could preserve this to the makeup ladies? And we did. We shaved his head and we got the mullet put on a latex cap, as would happen by a professional. And this also happened, they needed to do this as well because if there were reshoots, Hamish needed to have his hair back. So it was professionally done that they could put it back in his head. And we started an initiative called Mullets for Monies for Mates. So it's a charity thing where we could rent out the mullet in exchange for money for people that are bored that might have a wedding coming up and so on.
Rafael Nadal. We just had him on.
So it has been used a few times, but then it's gone away. This is the moment that we actually saw it come back from the great makeup artists.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with astounding shock, surprise, and glee that I am able to announce the mullet came off in one piece. We have sitting in front of us my old hair Pamela. She looks amazing.
It is extraordinary. Can I just say to everybody out there, it's incredible. And it doesn't, like I envisage Ham like a helmet, so much lacquer.
Yeah, you wouldn't even be able to know it's hair.
Yeah. Nah. What's come off is just a beautiful one-piece hair mullet. I've got it for you now. Can you get a little drone or something exciting?
Can we get a drum roll? Oh my gosh. Hasn't been seen for how many years? A decade?
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That is awesome.
Good hair.
Hamish's actual hair. So you'll be able to clone him.
I'm not
That
kidding.
is Hamish's actual hair.
Yeah.
Actually, there's a lot more on top than there is these days.
Yeah.
He might want it back.
It's actually, do you know what?
Yeah, can he bid for his own hair?
Has anyone seen on Netflix, there's that new Ed Gein sort of, that's actually giving me a bit of horror movie vibe. It's actually making me feel a bit sick.
Thief, don't do that. Fev has taken it off and wants to put on Hamish's mullet.
Don't be...
Mate, it looks
Fev's
like
a
a
little
mohawk.
head.
Fev's got the biggest head in the world, so it doesn't.
Oh,
but there you
it's
go.
Hamish's
That's
hair.
unbelievable.
Hamish's mullet from the film Two Little Boys.
I mean, that is genuinely priceless. Like,
It's actually got some greys in
to
it.
own Hamish's mullet, that's a one-off.
Do you want to touch it, Fee?
No, it's
Do you want to touch it or
genuinely
smell it or
making
lick
me
it?
sick.
All right.
That's Hamish.
that is, exactly, like
looks like
Zicky Knee.
Were you repulsed by Hamish when he had that actual hair on his head?
Why
It's
is everyone
giving me
leaving
Buffalo
Melbourne?
Bill vibes, you know, Silence of the Lambs. It's just
Yeah,
got a
it
bit
does.
of
It does look
dried
a-
up scalp about it.
It does.
Hello, Fifi.
But this is incredible. So, Andy, this is going to be in our Celebrity Garage show.
That is our donation.
Well, I'm almost
Where's
going to call it.
Brickman?
This would be the number one auction item, surely.
Well, I
That
hope you
is-
get better stuff than this.
Hey,
But I appreciate that all the same.
That is incredible.
Yes.
Is Hamish's head that small? Do you think it shrunk?
Or has it shrunk over time like OJ's glove?
No, I've seen Hames
If
got
the
a
hair
big
don't
head.
fit, you
That-
must have quit.
They've just put the hair on top. That's not his actual head.
Wow. It's his
But it's
hair,
his hair.
though. It
Yeah.
really
Hair.
is.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
It's actually growing greys. So hair must just keep growing. Because it's got...
He must have had.
No, he had a
Must have had
couple.
greys.
Yeah, I
back
reckon he
in the
did.
day.
now you
Yeah.
can
Oh,
see
that
the
is
full
big,
list
isn't
of
it?
everything in our garage sale, celebritygarage.com.au. You
Smells
can
good.
auction for this, buy raffle tickets right now. Does Hamish know, Andy?
Hamish knows.
Okay,
He gives his full blessing, and of course, whoever the winning auction person is, I'd happily hand deliver it to them, and we can write something out, a little certificate.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
Well
always
done.
so generous.
Oh,
And
can't wait to get rid of that.
Even
mullet. No, it's pretty awesome.
generous with us, because look at, we just all got in the studio our brand new edition of Do Not Open This Book,
Don't
but
open it.
it's out of this world. I can't wait to read this to
It's
Daisy
great.
because they're her favourites.
I was at
And
home last night, read it to my boys, and of course Andy wrote a beautiful note. It's like codes for the 11th time. Do not open this book. So of course I read that to the boys, and I'm like, oh, sorry, boys. The writer said we can't. Open that book. Do not listen to him.
Yeah, I'm just worried that we're creating a whole generation of anarchists.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, wrong way,
Let it
sons.
burn.
We don't care. We're driving down there. All of it.
I love the pajamas that
know.
you've
Oh, yeah.
done. That's a great little added addition for the kids.
Do not go
all
to bed.
Yeah.
You're really not helping parents,
On the
are
back
you?
it
with
says,
this
I'm not
at all?
tired. It's the best.
Yeah, you can get them at don'topen.website if you're interested.
Yeah.
But
My
That's gonna go
4-year-old
nuts.
was yelling that while crying last night. I'm not tired. I reckon you are, champ. Yeah. I reckon you're pretty tired.
Andy Lee, thanks so much for coming
Well done,
today.
legend.
Appreciate it. How good.
1019 The Fox.
Melbourne's men's only Savage Club. Now, I know about the Melbourne Club, the Australian Club. I didn't know about the Savage Club, but this is a club that's been up for 130 years. And it's in the news because they've just pulled the pin on allowing women to lunch there 2 days a week.
What did you ladies do? Who let him down?
So this
Who
was-
let your lot down?
No, they were just ticking boxes. Let them have a little trial.
Well, but they have. I love this bit too. They've left the doors open to potential female participation in the future. So there's a chance we could get back in. Anyway, it was a female dining initiative that they trialled on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and apparently only 2% of the membership wanted to admit the women. So it was 98% said no.
Yeah.
That's a disgrace.
I don't know how I feel about clubs because on one hand, I sort of respect the notion of, well, it's a private club.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Like a
they're
Fernwood.
rules. But there's something about the exclusivity of a club that it's just a bit.
But
What did you say, Cody?
I just said it's like a Fernwood gym. That's a women's only gym, and I understand that. But I think it's more a positive space than what would be happening in the Savage Club. You know?
Yes, I don't know. This is what I want to know. In 131060, has anyone been in the Savage Club? Have you been into? Like, I want to know what's happening in there. Why are you?
Have you
laughing?
been in
What's
there?
happening? Have you been?
No.
What happens in the Savage Club?
I've never been in there. What would we go there for? A men's only club. But I agree with the Fernwood with with women having that
So
because men are creeps and
thank
being
you.
at gyms and staring at when they do squats and stuff like.
But that
that'd be
applies to
that's
public toilets too. I don't like the unisex.
No,
that's why my whole
take them
thing
away.
is more men commit crimes in those public toilets than women.
100%.
So why would you let? Well, I don't want to share with them.
So, yeah.
Oh, you meant actual crime. I just thought you meant like crimes against toilets.
All of the-
But we're
yes,
also-
all
of
of
them.
the above, and
Yeah.
you don't want to be going in there after a man, that's for sure. But Fern would agree with that. But the men's club, you don't have a men's club. What do you want a men's club for? What are you doing in there?
I
That's
don't know. I think is this the real you speaking or the politically correct you
Yeah.
speaking? I think you love a men's
Is this
club.
headline
Hey-
Fev or actual Fev?
Hey,
Is this
Fee.
I'd have a beer with Fev or I'm getting in the paper Fev?
6 of one, half another dozen of the other. Like
I feel like you.
Everyone
would.
should be inclusive to go to wherever they want. Why would you have a men's club by
Can
yourself?
I ask you a question?
Is this for Aizen to put up later and you
Yeah.
get lots of love hearts underneath in
Yeah,
the comments?
which
Or
is the real you.
the
I'm
actual
already
Fev
loved.
that I'm at the pub with?
I'm a man of the people.
I feel like you'd thrive at a men's club
Why is that?
because you love being with the boys.
Yeah,
You
just
love
go to the pub.
boys.
Why do you have to have an exclusive
I
place
think-
for just? What are you doing there that's you don't
Well,
want people to see?
That's
When
what
you squint your eyes like that, is that you lying? Because I think that's you lying.
100% not.
Melbourne's 1019, The Fox.
I'll tell you who's going to lose their minds. Fans of the US office like myself, because Melbourne, we have in town, in fact, tomorrow night at the Comics Lounge, you can see Creed Bratton. His show, A Night of Music and Comedy, is coming here. You can see it tomorrow night. Last tickets at tegdainty.com, and we are joined by Creed on the show. Hi, Creed.
Someone making soup?
Yeah, that's exactly what I expected. I wanted from you.
Hello. Hey, thanks for having me, everybody.
Oh,
Fee's
Creed.
obsessed with The Office. You are a fangirl.
Oh my gosh! Well, we love it. Hey, we don't take it for granted. I'm a lucky guy
I know.
to get on that show.
Do you know what, Creed? Because when I think about, because I watch The Office every day, so I see you.
Get a
every
life, woman.
day of my life. I know I should do that. Isn't that just weird though? Like we're just meeting for the first time, but I've been seeing you every day for about 15 years.
Oh my gosh!
That's a lot, isn't it?
That's weird. Now that
No,
you
it's
say it,
normal.
you
It's
understand?
normal.
Yeah.
It's normal.
But I do want to ask you this because I find this fascinating. I've obviously watched it from the pilot onwards, and I've read, and you can tell me if this is true or not, that you were initially cast in a non-speaking role. So it wasn't you were just going to be one of the characters. And I remember the episode where Michael Scott was trying to fire someone, and I thought they were going to fire you, but he obviously kept you in the end.
Right. We don't have a lot of time, so I can't really go into the whole back. But I was working on a show called Bernie. How long do we have, guys?
As long as you like.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fifi's
well.
the boss, and she loves you, so we've got until 11 a.m.
All right. Well, all right.
Take a sip of coffee.
I was
Strap
born
in.
a poor child in the mountains, and my parents came from Hungary or whatever. I don't know. Okay, so I was working. I was in a hit band of the Grassroots in the '60s. Had been struggling for years in class, working on a show called Bernie Mac, and the director came on. I'd heard he was Ken Kwapis. He was going to direct the American office called The Office in American Workplace. And I was familiar with the Ricky Gervais show. So I lobbied. I said, any part that I could possibly, audition for? He said, we're cast. So I talked. I said, well, look, I feel like I should try to be on this show. He talked to Greg Daniels. They put me in the background. In a couple of weeks, I saw how talented, I saw how potentially funny this show could be. I wrote my own character, Creed Bratton, and I speak of myself in the third person. It's confusing being me sometimes. I wrote it all out. I ad-libbed a bunch of stuff, and I didn't tell anybody. I completely did an in-run. I circumvented the whole casting process, gave it straight to Greg Daniels. Didn't tell my children. Didn't tell anybody. Because you don't do this. You go through casting. And he said, my God, this is really very funny stuff. And then the next thing you know, I'm on the Halloween 6.5-page scene with Steve Carell. Obviously, I did all right because here we are. And that's the story.
I know. That is fascinating, Craig, because I did always wonder how you got your name in the show. I always thought that's so interesting because his real name's Creed and they're calling him Creed.
Yeah.
And, you talk about this show. It's crossed, and it will continue to cross so many generations because my 12-year-old daughter, Trixie, she's just texted me then saying, say hi to Creed for me. She's 12.
Well, say hi for me, please.
Oh, I will. She'll love that. But it's to have been part of a show that is just, it transcends time. It's funny always. You just said at the start of this, you don't take that for granted.
No.
Do you ever escape it? Do you just walk down the street and everyone recognises you and constantly Creed?
Well, there's always the statute of limitations for some of the things I've done in the past I have to worry about. People truly, though, are either relieved or disappointed when they meet me. I've had people pull their children away from me in supermarkets because, especially at the time with the other Halloween episode where I had blood all over me and things like that, people are pretty, when in smaller towns in the Midwest, it gets kind of crazy. But in New York, L.A., London, no, they just wave and say, hey, we love your work. And it's great.
It is.
I'm a lucky guy.
Though I think Creed at the Comic Lounge tomorrow is going to, like the no smoking signs, they're going to have your head in it. Just don't let this woman in. She's crazy. Just don't let her in.
You hope you're going to show up for the show.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, good.
Now, mate, I'm new to The Office. I never watched it, and then literally, I think an Office quote gets said on our show.
We talk about you every day.
Daily
oh my
on our
gosh!
show, and I'm into it now. I love the show. I'm sort of 4 seasons in. So, but what's it like behind the scenes? Because I laugh at it when I'm watching it, but behind the scenes is always, interesting to me because, Steve Carell, very funny guy.
Oh,
what's it like? Is it you just all have fun and laugh and?
Well, I know there's some. I've worked on numerous shows just as guest parts, and things through the years. This is my first series that I was a regular on. I get up in the morning instead of going, oh, I got to go to work today. I go, oh boy, I get to go laugh with my friends. And I'm excited. I'm on the way in, and I get to my dressing room, and I'm looking over my lines and getting all pumped up and, knowing how much fun this is going to be. And then we get together, and the synergy that we all have together just goes into motion. Now, you have to understand, too, we had gorilla-like cameramen who worked on Survivor and things like that, shooting on their shoulders, walking around. So you're at your desk. You're always in character. They can whirl around at any time and shoot you over there and catch you. And so you've got to be ready to go. And I have to be in that, which one's Pam mode. I gotta be that guy, and I can't get out of him.
Does anything?
And so excited.
Has anything happened off camera that's made it to screen?
Oh, sure. There was a scene where, Ed was saying, no, Clark was saying, Ed was doing something. The kids were up there a cappella or something. And Clark goes, I can't believe you're making all that noise with just your mouth. And I go, and so they stopped for just a second. I got up and left. They wondered where I was going. I ran into the other room to the guest director and said, psst, just slip in behind me a little out of focus and catch me going, that's what she said. And now when people watch the show, they don't see it the first time, but the second or third time, they what's he saying? And then they see me mouthing the words, and then so things like that. Yeah, you know.
Now this tomorrow night, a night of music and comedy. The Comics Lounge, because this will be great. Obviously, people want to see you, and you're so fun and funny. But you are a musician. In fact, that's where you started. You were in the rock band Grassroots back in the '60s.
Yep, 4 gold hit records.
Huge.
And 4 albums, and we toured all over the place with the Doors and the Beach Boys and Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin. Oh yeah, no, we were a big deal in America. Yeah.
Of course you were. What a life, Creed!
Yeah,
it's actually amazing. What was it like touring with the Doors, Jim Morrison?
Oh, I turned out to be very good friends with that band, and we used to hang around when they were shooting L.A., when they were recording L.A., was it L.A. Motel? Which one was that? I can't. Morrison Motel. John Densmore, the drummer, was the best man at my wedding. I mean, that was the deal was going on. One thing I'd like to tell the people in Melbourne, there'll be a part of my show where I ask everybody to yell out from the audience their favorite Creed phrases, you know?
Yeah.
And, and so you can say whatever you want. You could say, in the 60s, I made love to many, many women, often outdoors in the rain and the mud. It's possible a man slipped in. There'd be no way of knowing. Thank you. I'm doing a little bod here.
You can check him out tomorrow night.
great.
Creed Bratton Show, a night of music and comedy at the Comics Lounge. You get your last-minute tickets now, tegdainty.com. Creed, it's an absolute honour having you on.
Oh, my God. Thank you very much, everybody, for having me. I appreciate it. And see you in Melbourne tomorrow night.
Yeah, tomorrow night at the Comics Lounge. Thank
Comics
you so
Lounge.
much, Creed. It's so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. See you tomorrow.
She said.
Bye.
Melbourne's 1019, The Fox.
Yesterday on the show, we were talking about the photo that had gone viral of Rafael Nadal, a legend of the world of tennis. Like, this man has achieved so much in his life, and the fact that the world was focusing on some wispy hair.
Yeah.
And that was the truth. We always see him with a bandana or a cap. He's clarly lost his hair, but
His head's looking like Fev's front lawn.
he had a selfie taken with a fan, and it was close to comb over. And everybody was saying, no, he needs to shave it. And I said, you can't bully someone about their appearance.
Is that what you said?
Absolutely.
But he can't even comb it over. You're saying comb it. It's closer to sick cockatoo.
Yeah. It is. It's one of those real fragile
Grim
ones.
tough.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
got
well, while
real
you're
problems.
all talking tough,
Yeah.
I don't want to make things awkward, but he's a friend of the show, and we've spoken to him a number of times over the years. Rafa, are you there?
Firstly, I just want to say a big thank you to Fifi Box, Nicholas Cody, and Brendan Favela. Obviously, Rafa is not used to losing, especially hair. I lost a lot, but I probably should have gone to Ashley and Martina now because it's very tough on me right now. I look like a turnip.
You do. Why don't you just shave it off, mate?
Well, good question, Brendan. I don't know. Rafa is upset. His head look like AFL football now. I look like a Sherin.
Rafa, how have you taken all this criticism? It's such negative feedback on your appearance.
Fifi Box is very true because, in my career, I've had a vendetta against Roger Federer. I've had a vendetta against Novak Djokovic, but never did I think my biggest challenge in my entire career would be a simple hair follicle. What can you believe? I cannot believe it. It's crazy stuff.
It's lack of. Now, you're sort of running the George Costanza. There's a guy down in Australia, a very, very good footballer. We called him the Chief, Jason Dunstall. He just has to shave it off. All you have to do is get the clippers and just clipper it off, and then everything, just the sides, go the bald.
Well, you know what, Brendan? Nothing says midlife crisis more than knowing you have more hair up your placca than on your own head. So let's just hope I don't get desperate, no? Because we're going to see what's going to happen then. So it's tough. But maybe I'm going to shave, maybe not. But, for me, it's very tough. Right?
Rafa, I think you are such a superstar, a global superstar that maybe don't bend to what we're saying. Maybe just shave the sides off and leave that weird little tuft at the top. Would you ever go with that look?
Well, you know what, Nicholas Cody, there's so many options for Rafa. I'm the king of clay, but, not the king of hairstyles. So we're going to see what's going to happen. It's going to be very difficult for me, but, Right now I just try to focus on the next chapter of my life. And for me, I was chasing Grand Slams. Now I'm going to be chasing hair follicles. So we're going to see what's going to happen. Okay?
Now, how is retired life, Rafa? You've blown out a little bit.
Oh, yes, not.
Well, Brandon, now that I have you here, I want to say something, okay? I want to address Brandon Favela, okay? Just because my head looked like a Sharon and you are famous for kicking AFL football does not mean you can kick Rafa in the head, okay?
Oh, sorry, mate.
Okay. No, this needs to be 100% clear right now because I am very litigious and I'm going to sue you. I'm going to sue you if you kick me in the head, okay? No problem. I worry because you have kicked many goals, Brandon Favela. Do not make Rafa head one of them, okay?
All right, brother.
You picked a fight with Rafa.
Yeah.
Rafa,
I'll
thank
kick
you so much for taking the time to call us. And we wish you well. And you do you, boo. Whatever you want to do with your hair, it's great.
Well, it doesn't matter, $50. Even though I look like a sucked mango, I still rich. So.
Well, Rafael Nadal, thank you so much. Have a great day. And just a quick side note, Fifi, for Nick, if you want to check out Elliot Loney, good friend of the show, you know Elliot
he's
Loney?
normally driving the tennis players around when they're in town.
Yeah, he's brilliant, Elliot.
And Elliot Loney, not only hilarious, absolutely batting out of his league. He's the Rafa of partners.
Well, you can check him out on social media, elliotloney.com. Just a little side note there.
Melbourne's 1019, The Fox.
Hello. Welcome back. I want to give you an answer for Alpha Bucks tomorrow. Get you one step closer to 10K. Hasn't gone off for a bit. We need it to go off. All right. It'll be Wednesday, the 8th of October. It'll be the 8 a.m. Alpha Bucks, and the letter will be M. I'm going to give you the answer to question number 4. An island. You can say Madagascar, Maui, Mauritius. I know someone from Mauritius. Shout out to you, Gilles. That's my dog. All right. Just crunched up the piece of paper there because you're going to crush Alpha Bucks tomorrow. See you there.
Melbourne's 1019, The Fox.
Hey, did anyone see the moon this morning?
No.
Whoa.
It's a super one, I think. It's a
What was
super
it?
moon.
It was
yeah.
the biggest moon I've ever seen and bright, and it was massive, big full moon. Anyway, got me excited driving
I
in.
wish I'd answered your call now. You would have told me about that.
Literally.
And I would have seen it.
That's- I was driving down Beach Road, and the moon was like, it was bigger than the sun.
Oh,
You know, it's always little.
Yeah.
It was
Super moon.
Yeah.
Why is it big?
I don't know. I didn't know it was a super moon.
We're closer.
Yeah,
Is that really why?
we're getting
It
closer.
must be a lot closer.
Yeah, they're coming.
Anyway, hey, Nick, you know how we've been talking about Fev, and we almost did an intervention on Fev buying things off social media because ads keep suggesting things he should buy. Well, he's dragged me into it because he did send me something yesterday that I should buy, and I'm actually going to buy it.
It's brilliant.
so you know how I fall asleep with my AirPods in, but they fall out, and I don't even know
And
how
dangerous
I feel.
for you.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about them being in there.
So is it one of those masks
Yes,
with the inbuilt?
a mask with inbuilt.
I've got one of those.
Is it good?
Made of Fev knows him as well. Max Price. He had an app,
Pricey, yeah.
but there was an app that to use it, you would listen falling asleep to this thing, and so he had the eye mask with the little headphones built in. They're awesome.
Oh, I'm going to buy it.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
So that is a positive, but what's not positive about it, and we did say to Fev months ago, don't do this. Some of them are scams. They're taking your money, or you were really falling into the trap of things to get rid of your grey hair.
Yeah.
Like, remember, didn't you buy some charcoal soap?
I brought
then
charcoal
you rub the
soap.
charcoal
Yep.
in and it
I brought also shampoo that's supposed to make your hair go not grey with just a 10-minute little rinse instead of going to get colour and getting your hair cut and doing all that stuff. You whoop, bang. I got the teeth whitening thing. I brought...
Did that turn up?
the black eyes? You got the thing
the
to
black
get rid
eye
of your
thing.
black eyes?
Well, that didn't really turn up. And then I brought another one and that turned up, but that didn't work.
So where are we at with them? Which ones which ones were scams?
I'll tell you where we're at. Now, the shampoo didn't turn up. There's a few
I'll
things
tell you
that
were at. Grey hair and black eyes is where we're at.
That was brave.
You're right.
That was brave.
But hey, he's right. Hey, when someone's right, you give them the kudos.
Okay.
I feel this is I'm in the eye of the storm.
Nah, I also brought these suspender things. Remember, did I tell you guys that?
Suspenders to keep your pants up?
No,
Like Wall Street. Wolf of Wall Street.
No, like the fat things, like the
Oh, you bought like Spanx. He bought a corset.
No, he was so funny. It was from China. I brought these things, and it was like a T-shirt with these like jock things that you put on. And I watched this big fatty guy. He was massive, and he put this top on and the pants, and man, he looked skinny as like he dropped 50 kilos. And I'm like, I'm gonna get these and wear them like under my suits and that. Like, so when I go out to the races and stuff, I look grouse. They came,
and
there was white ones and black ones. They didn't. They didn't fit.
No, because it's all trick advertising, isn't it? That guy looked amazing, but that would have been manipulated with CGI and
it sort of worked, but it was like a crop top. I got an extra large. They all come in small, so I asked the kids if they wanted, like the girls said, "Do you want these?" And they're like, "What is this?" And I said, "I brought it on Instagram." And they're like, "You brought Spanx?" Like, what's wrong with you, Dad? So sometimes it's hit and miss.
Yes.
But Kim Kardashian, I saw an ad pop up the other day.
Mate, they should have seen this thing. It was just slimmed you right down. It was
what about
grouse.
the charcoal for your hair?
Charcoal for my hair didn't. The soap's still sitting there. I've used it a couple of times, and it just doesn't work. And you can see all the black come out. Like it all, when you put it on, it all comes out. It's not.
It's just putting really black in your hair to trick you.
Yeah, but my theory is like I've got a couple of beauties, and a couple haven't turned up, so it's a hit and miss. It's like a lucky dip, and I'm into that. Because
You've turned shopping into gambling.
It's gambling. It's fun. That's me, and I'm not gambling. I'm not even because I'm not punting on horses anymore. I'm off the punt. This is my gambling. I just throw it out there. More products, and I don't care that it cost me maybe $100 because I'd probably lose that in 5 seconds on the horses. So I'm having a crack at Insta, and they're popping up different things, and I'm into it. I'm all for Insta buying, and I've just thrown you to one.
I am going to buy that today.
And you're going to buy it, and you're going to go, whoa.
Well, use it. I'm going to headphones.
With the.
There's so many good products on Instagram.
I'll keep sending them my way.
Yeah, I bought the collagen.
Oh, dear.
That's worked.
Sorry? What collagen for your skin?
No, the fat bit, the beers. Like I saw this, the beer.
But it's not that. It's because you're training AFLW and you're running around with the girls 3 days a week doing actual footy training versus Call of Duty and beers on the.
Nicholas, I'll stop you right there, my friend.
Okay.
Beer bloats you. Does yeast bloats us, right? We get it. We know when we have beers because our face blows up, our guts blows up, and you get the love handles.
Still good.
Mate, I literally drink beer every day. Like there's not a day go by where I don't. Oh,
every day
I didn't have one. But I just drink a beer. I probably drink 10. I probably drink 15. Have this collagen in the morning, vanilla, boom, put it in your coffee, and strips.
So if that is what's stripping, but by the way, you did yesterday grab your thing and said, "Look at these, are all growing back again." Remember, you just grabbed your love handles?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I didn't take it over the weekend.
Okay, but if these collagen tablets were
it's powder.
If this collagen powder, don't you think everyone would be having the magic powder that strips that?
Well, people on Instagram go, "I'm not buying that because that's not real," and then that's on them. I brought it.
You bought it.
Insta shopping.
Sorry, I bought it.
Oh, come on, Fev.
Is that better?
That's what you're going to bring up out of this whole chat.
Yeah,
there's no R in that, Fev.
I bought it.
That's where you're stopping him in
works.
this chat.
Do you know how many people message me and go, "Oh, man, what was that stuff that you were talking about that loses the beer fat?" You're welcome.
No, doesn't. Not proven. Absolutely not.
Are you joking?
I'm serious. No, I agree with Nick. You're running around more.
Whatever, Trevor.
It's exercise.
Yeah. Mate, if Memphis all season
You're an
was
elite
still
athlete.
around, I'd be in. I'm sorry, I was what?
You are an elite athlete. You're still trying.
Melbourne's 1019, The Fox.
Husey told us yesterday about how he was at the airport, had some undies stuck in his jeans down the leg and pulled them out in front of everyone. Fev, you got a story?
Yeah, a couple of years ago, I don't know if you remember, Fee, you would have remembered because you would have watched. We did the full Monty. We danced at the, what's that place?
Enmore Theatre.
Enmore Theatre. So we got nude in there. But before then, we were up there and I was with the great man Dipper and a few other male celebrities, and we were doing the full Monty, and they took us on a boat on the harbour, and we didn't know where we were going, but we're all dressed up. It was like a rehearsal. We didn't know. We went on a boat, and it was a hens party, like a proper hens party. So we came in as the strippers. So you have to have your G-banger on.
Who else was in it? So it's you, Dipper.
George Burgess.
Ex-leaguey.
There was Wendell Saylor.
Is all that up so far? Any
Michael Johns, Matt, The Bachelor, Matt Johnson.
Matty J.
Matty J.
Oh, yeah.
He was on it. What's the Dancing with Stars guy? Tom McKenney. John Wood.
Yeah, it was
John Wood. John Wood was on there. He hadn't seen it for about 15 years. It was amazing. So we get on the boat and we've got to put our G-banger on. We just had to go down to the G-banger and get our clothes off. So Dipper's gone out as he does. We all know what Dipper's like. He hates attention. He gets up and he rips off his G-banger. And Dipper would have the biggest balls you've ever seen. They are big, big, big. And everything was just out. And we're like, Dipper, what are you doing, bro? He's never worn a G-string before. He wore it back to front. So the big bit was at his bum and the little bit was down. And you should have seen these poor hens. It was like they were under 30. They nearly jumped off the boat. He was the best. Saved us getting nude.
More Dipper, more calls.
What a man.
Right after this on 131060.
Melbourne's 1019, The Fox.
We're taking your funny undies stories, all because Husey yesterday came in with a funny story about his undies getting caught in his jeans and being busted at the airport. Trent in Point Cook. Hi, Trent.
Hey, how you going?
Hey,
Yeah,
mate.
good, Trent. Got
How you going?
some funny undies?
Yeah, when I was 16, so it was nearly 20 years ago, I went to basketball training one day, and it was just a normal training day. Mum dropped me off, and I took my bag with me and everything. And after training, I just put my zip-up jumper on, and as I put my arms through the sleeve, a pair of my mum's jocks come flying out.
Oh,
Your mums.
And everyone saw it happen, and they were all laughing at me, and that, so it was pretty embarrassing.
Oh, and they've obviously
But
just got
basically,
caught up in the wash.
All the things that you lose in the wash, they must go, in the sleeves or pants or something like that, I suppose.
that's mortifying.
Yeah,
in front
isn't it? Your
of young
mum's
Yeah, it
blokes
was
as
pretty
well.
embarrassing. It was pretty embarrassing.
Depends what the knickers were like. If they were like grouse little sexy ones or they were
No,
big.
No,
I
you're
don't
copping
think
it
that's
either
even
way.
worse.
No, but then you
Yeah.
say, I was
It's
just
still
with a
no-
chick.
Oh, pretend they're not your mums.
Yeah, so man, I was just hooking up.
Oh.
I think you knew they were mums.
Thank you, Trent. Melissa in Geelong. Hi, Mel.
Hi, how you going?
Yeah, good. What happened?
It's a nice, fresh smelling undie story, actually.
There we go.
Your nice scent sticks with the oil that people have, the diffuser. Yeah, I had some fresh washing from my husband put away in the bathroom for him to put away. And a pair of them must have fallen onto the sticks and they've absorbed the oil.
Oh.
Not to his knowing and my knowing, I had a little bit of a slight abusive phone call during the day and he was on fire. It was like, what the hell? He goes, all I can smell is like eucalyptus oils, like it was the native bush smell. So, they used to burn him down below.
So it actually burned. Do you know what I thought, Melissa? I thought your story was going to go in a totally different direction, whereas that smell had gone on his undies.
Yeah.
You'd come home and gone, why do your undies smell of perfume?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, burnt him.
no. He was quickly ripping them off and having a bit of a cold shower. He was.
That is awesome. It reminds me of the time when I was playing at the MCG against Essendon on a Friday night in front of 85,000 and I put, just a prank, put deep heat in Ryan Houlihan's jocks before the warm-up. And as we were running out for the warm-up, all you could hear is, like when you screamed in the thing, oh man, he looked at me and go, bro, it wasn't me, mate, burnt. He had to
Did
go.
you do that to him before a game?
Because he did it to me at training. And I was like, bro, you don't
get him back on the biggest
stage.
game?
You play with fire, you get burnt.
Oh, wow.
He played horrible that day too. Of
course.
Of course he did.
I kicked
You
eight.
burnt him with deep heat.
Yeah, mate, best.
Tanya
balls.
in Moorabbin. Hi, Tanya.
Hi there. How you going, guys?
You're good, Tan. What happened with the undies?
Oh, dear. So 25, 26 years ago, I was at Heat having a dance with the girls and got tapped on the shoulder and called up into the cage, which is like a big cage suspended in the air.
Yeah, I know what that is. Been there.
Yeah, and having a dance and going crazy and kicked my leg out and my G-banger went flying across the sky, landed on someone's head. And I just looked down and saw this group of people looking in and this guy standing with my G-string in his hands.
Hey, did you flick them off when you threw your leg up?
No, well, I had a G-banger on, but it was my G-string from the night before.
Oh, I was going to say, because right, so you
That's
had
like
one
catching
caught
a
up
bouquet
there.
for
Yeah. Mate, everyone just would look straight up.
Should have called him for Isn't Amazing.
Live from the Fox Studios in South Melbourne, Fifi, Fev and Nick.
Fifi, Fev and Nick's podcast is thanks to What If. You're only a what if away from a great summer holiday. What if? It's Aussie for travel.
Fifi, Fev and Nick.